Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Movement Radio. This is Chip.
I'm Talon.
What kind of intro is this?
I don't know. I thought he was changing it up.
No, I got choked on my gum, and I was like, "This." Yep.
Fuck
Let
it. Leave
me
it in
clear
there.
my throat.
All right, restart.
What have
No,
I
just keep
done?
going. I'm Roger Sierra.
And I fucked up my computer screen. I'm Chad Queen.
That's expected.
We're all having
some issues tonight.
Yeah, my
I'm not
webcam
having-
wants
I'm
to
not
go
having
in and out. Well.
My problem is I just don't know how to work a computer correctly.
Facts.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 8 of Are You Ready for Some Football right here on Movement Radio. And before we go over week 7, Chip, do you just want to tell the people how bad we did this week? We all had some pretty shitty records.
So the technical term is we did terrible, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
will say that
Chad
Braden
got one right. Yes.
I will say Braden won the week with 6 wins and 7
Ooh.
losses.
Lee.
Yeah, and it just goes downhill from there.
Yeah. But yeah, well, that being said, I guess it's kind of a dumb question, but what was y'all's overall thoughts on week 7?
Trash. They need to redo week 7.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL forgot that there was games going on.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. There was like less than a handful of even decent games.
Yeah, it was not a good week at all.
Speaking of that, if y'all don't mind, can I ask y'all a question real quick? Just a real quick trivia question that I have popped up here. I'm not trying to steal Roger's thing or anything like that, but just since we're already talking about how bad it was, in week 7, how many 100-yard rushers were there?
None.
3.
I'm gonna cut it down the middle and say 2.
So, Chip, you said none. Roger said 3. Talon said 2. There was 1.
1.
Hold on.
I was closest without going over.
Rushers, so it would have been with 100 yards.
There was one guy, and it was 105 yards.
AFC or NFC?
I'll just tell you who it was. It was
I want to figure it out.
NFC.
Was it Kenneth Walker the third?
It was Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only person I could think of.
Because he had that long.
Was
he
it Bijan Robinson?
No, he had that. What was it, like a 53-yard run in this week or something like that? I can't remember. What it was.
49.
It was a big run.
It was a big run. Yeah, probably the biggest run of any running back this week. There was somebody who was it? Gus Edwards. It may have been a pass. Gus Edwards. No, he had an 80-yard run. Okay,
but didn't score.
There was somebody else that had the highest rushing yards of their career, and the longest run was 49. So and I don't think it wasn't either one of those. So I had to look it up again.
It's insane. Sorry to get sidetracked there, though. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. Since we've been talking about how bad the NFL's been for the past 2 years on offense, that's saying a lot right there.
Right. So we'll go ahead and also, as you're watching this, ladies and gentlemen, you may notice that there's only 4 of us here tonight. Shout out to Braden. He's going through something personal right now, but prayers to your brother. Hope everything works out good. That being said, let's just go ahead and kick it off with his team. Let's go ahead and kick it off with the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Baltimore came in and just beat that ass 38-6 in a game that was not close at all. Guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't think anybody's picked them but Chip.
Yeah, it was only me. You picked Baltimore.
Me and you both picked Baltimore, Roger.
I thought everybody.
I picked
They're the only one
Detroit.
that picked the Lions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said he was the only one that picked the Ravens.
No,
No.
the Lions.
Everybody picked the Ravens except for me. So I'll just say the Lions forgot that they were playing Thursday night football. I think they thought they were still playing Sunday at some point and just didn't show the fuck up. I have no other explanation.
Well, I mean, they did play Sunday. Yeah, Jacksonville and New Orleans played on Thursday night.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I guess you forgot.
You forgot to show up.
Well, let's be honest. It was a super busy weekend for me starting on Thursday. So,
and it was fun as fuck.
Hey, yes, it was. see Fozzie play on Thursday. We had a kick-ass weekend at Chattanooga Comic-Con. Thank you to Rick and Liz and everybody out there at Chattanooga Comic-Con for having us. We do appreciate it. But Roger, Chad, what are your thoughts on the Baltimore win?
I mean, I knew they were going to win, but I didn't expect the Lions defense to be that bad.
Baltimore looked impressive.
They
really did. It wasn't even that Detroit looked terrible, which, I mean, they didn't look great, and that defense really showed that they have holes.
Oh, yeah.
But man, that was a well-coached, well-played game. Lamar Jackson, 2019 MVP run again. It looked like it was insane.
Yeah, I think people, for the most part, they kind of forget how good Lamar is because he is so far removed from that 2019 season. But in this game, he threw 357 and 3 touchdowns, and he really did a really good job of, maintaining, and granted, the, I mean, is he the Lamar Jackson of 2019? No. But can he get back to somewhat of that Lamar Jackson from 2019? Of course he can. But
I think it can be better.
Maybe, but it also depends on the team as far as the injuries go, because this team is still riddled with injuries. So you have to, keep that in mind as well. But moving on from that game, let's move on to, let me find it here. Where am I going? Okay.
I mean, my team won. We can go there.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for.
We beat the Packers.
Yay!
That team that was going to win that division.
Yes, the Broncos beat the Packers 19-17. Well, Raj, this is your team. How do you feel about it?
I mean, they're so shitty. We beat another shitty team. Congratulations. Shit team beat shit team.
Yeah.
Shit week of football. Yeah.
Chip.
Like Roger said, neither team looked good. Somebody had to win. I mean, I guess they could have tied, but somebody had to win. And
at this rate, I just wish for a bunch of ties. Give me a bunch of ties.
Just a bunch of ties. Yes.
I heard the best quote, and I think it was from Jason Moore on the Fantasy Footballers podcast, said that Denver really showed that they're the worst defense in the league. And I don't think you could say it any better than that. It's such a terrible team. They're so bad, and they pick when they want to play. Both teams looked appalling, and it was rough. I don't understand how the Broncos won that game. Like, they were handing it to Green Bay, and Green Bay still didn't get it done. So
yeah, it's insane. The Texans were on bye this week, so we won't be talking about them. Let's just get into what Chad wants to talk about. I really don't want to, but we got to, because I put my feet to the fire on this one. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Football 31-17. Chad, go ahead, man. Gloat. Do what you got to do.
No, man. I will say that game, the final score, the game was a lot closer than the final score leads it to. Miami didn't have the firepower that I thought they were going to have against our secondary, because we're missing some key pieces back there right now, finally starting to get those filled back in. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, man, it was a fun football game to watch. And as a fan, it was aggravating because there were mistakes on both sides.
Yep.
Even though somehow the Eagles, and I'll be the first to say it, the Eagles not getting penalized the entire game, besides one offsetting penalty, was absurd. There were definitely calls that were missed in that game, which there's calls missed in every NFL game. But I don't think there were enough or any in big spots that would have turned the game around. But other than that, like, Eagles played solid. They really came out. A.J. Brown, again, doing monstrous things. Jalen Hurts is finally starting to look a little bit more comfortable. At least that's what it looked like then. And I think him going out with that knee injury right there before half really sucked. But, I mean, obviously he came back out. He just had the knee brace on. Yeah. Tyreek couldn't get going, and I don't know. I mean, he dropped that one touchdown pass, and
yep,
that was sick. But yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was fun to watch. It was finally something decent on primetime.
Right. I mean, I was happy that the defense did do somewhat of a good job with Jerome Baker returning a pick 6 for a touchdown. for me, like, because AJ Brown, we were when it was 24-17, I thought, okay, we can still make a game of it. And then Kenneth Gainwell just, rushed in for that final touchdown. You brought up the penalties just a second ago. You had brought up that Philly had only one penalty the whole entire game. Do you know how many Miami had the whole entire game? 10 to 1.
Yeah, I was about to say penalties. And see, technically, technically it was 10-0 because we didn't get that one wasn't penalized because it was offsetting. It was the same penalty on both teams. Yeah, which was insane. I was going to say 9, but yeah, that sounds right. And I mean, not saying that those weren't penalties, but I'm also not saying that we shouldn't have been penalized because we should have. There was a few, and I've seen screenshots and people saying that the game was rigged and all this, and I'm like, man, refs missed it. It's part of the game. It happens. It's going to happen again. Luckily, this time it was for my squad.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Chip, Roger, what are your thoughts on Miami, Philadelphia?
I fell asleep during the game.
What about you, Roger?
I was too busy watching hockey.
Gotcha. Who the Rangers play?
They were playing. Well, they probably did play. I just literally had 2 hockey games at the same time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you specifically was watching a specific game or
whatever. Working on videos.
Gotcha.
From the weekend.
Gotcha. We also had let me go back to this real quick so I can see. You guys also killed us in total yards, passing yards, rushing yard. You doubled our rushing yard total, 99 over 45. You guys
the best rushers not in the game.
Well, that's true. But they also, God, you guys killed us in time of possession, 36-23.
We always do that. That's the name of the game for that team.
Yeah.
And Raheem Mostert's, he's older, but he's still the best rusher. Devon Achan's, he's going to be really good. This is his first 7 weeks of the NFL ever. So yes, he's going to take over, but Raheem Mostert's played exceptionally well all season long.
Right.
And he ran into one of, if not the toughest defensive lines in football, and just didn't swing his way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I said it last week. I said this game was going to come down to a game of it's going to take place in the trenches. Mm-hmm. That how's the defensive line going to penetrate? Because Philly has an amazing offensive line. So how could we get through it? And we were able to manage a couple of sacks. We were able to manage 4 on the day. Would you guys able to get 3 on us? So it was kind of back and forth, but in the end, it sucked that Miami lost. But it's only the second loss of the year. Yeah. And go ahead, Chad. What we gonna say?
Speaking of sacks, did you see that Lane Johnson, our right side of our offensive line there, he finally gave up his first sack since 2020.
Yeah, that's a really big deal.
It's insane.
Yeah. And I had somebody, we were talking about it today at the job, and they said, "Hey, Talon, don't you think it's funny that the Dolphins only beat the sucky teams, but they can't beat the good teams?" I'm like, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of teams that go through that, but again, it's 2 losses. We'll see what happens. And I say that, and then watch this week. We'll probably end up getting our ass kicked or something. That being said, though, before we move on to the power rankings, Roger, do you want to hit us with our question of the week?
This one will be more targeted towards Chad. It's an Eagles question.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
Putting me on the spot.
Or he's giving you an easy out.
All right. So the question. Let me put this slide on. Now that's good.
I have terrible memory, so this is going to go great. I'm going to look like a Fairweather fan after this.
You're an Eagles fan.
I have an awful memory. I can't remember what I had for lunch today, bro.
You probably didn't even have lunch.
I don't remember it.
So this question is, what 3 Eagle receivers or what 3 Eagles received the most passes from Nick Foles?
What 3 receivers have received the most passes from Nick Foles?
What 3 players received the most?
Players, okay.
Yeah.
That's actually a tough question because he's he's had 2 different stints there.
I know.
Can you give me the timeline at least? Can you give me the timeline of when he played?
First time, second time.
Yeah, first time and second time.
That's his timeline.
Motherfucker, give me the year.
No, that's heads. Those are huge heads. I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to go Darren Sproles. I'm going to go Nelson Aguilar.
No, here's Aguilar.
I'm going to go Riley Cooper.
Digging deep in the bag. Okay.
I'm thinking right now. I literally had a brain fart. Like, who the fuck was the wide receivers for Philly?
I'm going with Darren Sproles and Nelson Aguilar, but that third one is just I'm literally drawing a complete blank. I can't think of that running back's name at all.
LaShawn McCoy.
Yes,
Shady.
Well, I'll put
Eddie
Shady
McCoy.
for you. There we go.
Shady.
So Shady's on my list, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use him as one of my three. Nelson Aguilar's tricky because that was his timeline, but I don't know if Nelson was there during his first stint. So I'm going to go with two receivers and a tight end. I'm going to say Zach Ertz. I'm going to say
That was it.
Jeremy Maclin, and I'm going to say Alshon Jeffries.
Alshon Jeffrey, I'll give you. Macklin, I don't know.
So
Maclin was there throughout the entire.
Chad
almost the entirety of
won.
the stint.
Chad got 2 out of 3 correct.
He got Zach Ertz and
Zach Ertz and Jerry Macklin right.
okay.
Was
Third
it Aguilar?
one. And the third one, Talon got right. Riley Cooper, the racist.
Holy shit, I got one right.
The racist Riley Cooper.
Oh my goodness.
Racist Riley Cooper. Should have been on his shirt.
Sounds like a rejected CBS telecast.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a country star. At the double C's.
Opening for Jason Aldean.
Well, definitely
Racist
not.
Riley Cooper.
David Allen Cole.
You gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
I'm surprised Alshon Jeffrey's not on that list.
I think he was 5th on the list.
Was Aguilar not on there at all?
He's like 7th.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
Aguilar
do you
only
think
played.
the name Occasional Hands Aguilar came from? Was during
When he
that
dropped
time.
passes. No, it was
He
when he was dropped. I don't ever remember him dropping any from Nick Foles. He dropped a shit for Carson Wentz.
He dropped him in the
dropped
Super
a lot.
Bowl.
Plus, he was only there. I believe he was only there during the.
Oh
the
yeah,
second
third quarter.
stint.
Yeah, it was the
Of-
third quarter where he dropped that pass. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was a nice question there, Roger.
Just wait until the next one.
I'm just glad I got more than one right.
I'm happy I got at least one right. I could
You
have
got the
swore Darren
toughest one
Sproles.
right.
Hey,
Darren Sproles didn't.
was 9th, I think.
Yeah, Darren Sproles didn't play, but like a 2 years,
Couple
a year or
years.
2 with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
okay.
His most prolific time was during the Saints era.
Yeah.
Who was the most the one on the top? Was it Macklin or was it? It's got to be Macklin.
It was Macklin, Riley Cooper, Zach Ertz,
Okay,
4th. I don't know if I wrote the yardage from 4th, but it's 6th.
that's all right. I was just wondering who was at the top there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that our brains hurt, let's move on to the very next thing. The power rankings for this week via NFL.com. And let's just start from the bottom, work our way up. Boom, 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 boom. The Denver Broncos have moved up 1 spot to 27.
Yay.
Yay. Let me go through here real quick.
Like I said, at this point, I'd rather us fucking tank and just get a good draft pick. I don't
Number
think we have a first round ourselves. Sorry.
No. Number 15, bumping up 1 spot, the Houston Texans. And now for the top.
Hold on. They moved up a spot on a fucking bye week.
You know how many teams lost?
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, that just blew my mind.
Yeah. It's like what Jim Cornette used to say. You know, I used to think you were a dumb fuck, but so many other dumb fucks have went into this business you bumped up without having to do anything. So I guess that's what the Texans have gone through in this situation. But anyway, moving on. Top 10. At number 10, staying at 10, the Cleveland Browns. Number 9, dropping 2 spots, the Buffalo Bills. Number 8, staying at 8, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 7, dropping 3 spots, the Detroit Lions. Number 6, staying at 6, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dropping down 2 spots to number 5 are the Miami Dolphins. Bumping up 5 spots to number 4 are the Baltimore Ravens. Dropping 2 spots to number 3, the San Francisco 49ers. Bumping up 3 spots to number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. And bumping up 1 spot, the Kansas City Chiefs now are the new number 1 team in the power rankings.
Which they shouldn't be.
I don't think that should be either.
I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly with this power ranking. So bad. I mean,
I'm
Philly.
just gonna stay quiet.
No, I mean, Philly should definitely be.
Yeah, Philly's definitely the better
Philly
team
should
right now.
definitely number one. Yeah,
I think so
absolutely.
too. Even though we didn't play that well through the first 4 games or so, like I mean, still, like damn, Kansas City is not a complete team.
They don't have a main receiver.
They don't have any receivers really. Rasheed Rice is the rookie is their best one.
Yeah, and Justin Watson got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Miko Harmon won't catch any passes.
Sky Moore.
Who else is on their team?
Valdez Scantling.
Well, they're best of the worst, I guess.
All they have is Kelsey. That's it. That's all they have.
And people still can't block him somehow.
He's just too good. That's
I know he's too good.
That's how fucking good that dude is.
Even when they double team him, they still can't fucking get him. Makes no sense.
Is he already the GOAT tight end?
Yeah.
Kelsey?
Is he already the GOAT tight end?
Yeah.
If not, he's close. He's definitely he's very easily top 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will
he's
say
on he's on Mount Rushmore for me.
Absolutely. He'll have the number 1 spot if he doesn't already. It's still a toss up between him, Gronk, and Gonzalez for me.
Yeah.
But Kelsey's very.
But you also got to think Antonio
quickly.
Gates. You also got to think Kellen Winslow Sr.,
Jason
Sharp,
Witten, Shannon Sharp.
Witten.
They're all fantastic. Yeah. But those 3 that I named are way up there.
Gronk,
Gonzalez,
and Kelsey. Yeah, it's great. It's crazy that 2 of the 3 greatest tight ends of all time played for 2 of the 3 greatest tight ends of all time played for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, and imagine if Tony Gonzalez had a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like that would be that. I mean, who knows how much crazy
he did. It's called Matt Ryan back in Atlanta days.
No. You can accumulate all them yards and points with Atlanta. Most of it was in Kansas City, where who was his quarterback in Kansas? What, Trent Green? Yeah, Trent Green. Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, let's move on to Week 8 predictions. Chip, you got them ready?
Yep. We're going to go straight in with our Thursday nighter. We got the Bucks versus the Bills. Bills are 8.5 point favorite with the over under being at 42. I'm going to actually go with the Bills here.
Oh, the way the Bills have been playing, I don't know.
It's in Buff or Orchard Park, whatever the fuck.
Orchard Park, yeah.
I'm gonna give it to the Bills because of that. It's gonna be cold as fuck.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go with the Bills too.
It's gonna be like 55 with a wind chill of 30.
Ugh.
Yeah. 3 of the 4 wins for the Bills this season are at home. They're playing at home. Josh Allen has the worst offensive line in the league. It's like he's a fucking magician out there.
Dude, the worst.
He fights for his life every single play.
The Bears.
You know what, Chicago?
The Bears.
No. I agree with that. But he watch the snaps. He has to make things happen. Like they don't block for him at all. And if he didn't have somebody like Stephon Diggs, we wouldn't talk about Josh Allen like we do, because he has to make things happen, but he still has to have a receiver that helps him in that way. Bucks are 2-0 on the road though this season.
I know it's really good, impressive for them.
So that is impressive, but like you said, they're going to be playing in that cold weather. Baker's still dealing with a knee issue. On the Bill side, Damian Harris, he's on IR after that scary injury. Dawson Knox is doubtful with a wrist injury.
Yeah, but James Cook is hot right now.
James Cook looked like he was going down, like he was dropping in production, and all of a sudden this past week, boom, right back up. I'm going Bills for Thursday night.
Also Godwin's questionable right now with a neck injury, so that takes another option out for Baker.
Right.
Braden's also going to go with the Bills, so we're across the board there. We'll see how many of these we get wrong this week.
Right.
Next up, we got the Houston Texans versus the Carolina Panthers. This is actually going to be in Charlotte. Houston by 3 with the over-under at 43. And yes, I'm going with the Texans to win this.
I'm also going with the Texans to win this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the battle of the rookies between CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. But let's be honest, CJ Stroud has been amazing this season.
He has a better team than
He's
the Panthers.
He's playing
a way better team.
The Panthers have the worst offensive line.
The Texans are the surprise team of the NFL so far this season. In my eyes. They've showed up. They've played good. They've done really well. They have to get the run game figured out, though. I know they're trying to do this bounce back and forth thing between Pierce and Singletary. It works some games it doesn't.
I mean, if you could find a good balance, it can work. I mean, running back by committee has been done several times, and
but you got two good solid running backs that are productive, but they have to have the touches to be productive. They're productive based on quantity. Both of those guys, they're not quality guys, they're quantity guys. And if they don't get the chance to get going, then they're going to stall out. Do the Panthers get going after the bye week? We'll see. Carolina's got a top 10 pass defense in the league right now. I'm taking the upset. I'm saying Carolina gets their first win of the season at home this year, right here this week.
All right.
Okay.
Does Braden go Carolina also?
No, Braden went Texans. So Chad's lone wolfing it there.
After this last week, I'm taking some risk. I don't give a shit. I mean, I've done everything I was supposed to do last week and got fucking 5 right. Like, suck my ass. I'm not doing that again. Let's go.
I kind of don't blame you. At this point, I don't blame you.
Well, like I said earlier in our group chat, at this point, just fucking flip a coin.
We know football. Football doesn't know football.
No.
That's the problem.
Yep.
So next up, we got the Rams versus the Cowboys. This is in Jerry World. Cowboys by 6.5 with the over under at 45.5. Where are you guys going?
I'll jump in here real quick.
Go ahead.
Tell us your favorite team, Whitney.
Yeah, right. Both quarterbacks are not looking great right now on either team. They're just not playing well. They're both starting to get some age to them. It's just one of those things that happens.
First of all, Stafford didn't have age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the who wins out, the big time offense and the Rams that they have, that if they can get it going, versus the big time defense of Dallas. The running back room is stepping up in lieu of Williams being put on IR for the Rams there. Puka Nacua is as good as CJ Stroud's been. Puka Nacua is doing something special. That dude might be leading my list for Rookie of the Year right now. He's that fucking good. This is my upset alert game of the week. I think the Rams can win it, but I'm going with the Cowboys.
Well, it's not an upset because the Cowboys are slated to win.
No, I'm saying it could be. It's an upset alert. No, I'm not picking upset. Watch out. The Rams might be able to take this one, but I'm still going with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm going to still go with the Cowboys too.
Roger?
I do want to say Rams, but the Cowboys are coming off a bye week, so I think that team's a little bit more hungry right now, especially to prove that they're not slaw on defense, because we know the offense is non-existent right now.
Mid.
It's less than mid right now. I can't remember the last offensive highlight from the Cowboys this season, so but I'm still going to go with the Cowboys because their defense is just too strong when they want to be, I guess, right now.
All right, so that's Cowboys across the board except for Braden, who's going Rams. Next game on the list is the Vikings versus the Packers, and this is going to be in Green Bay. The line is even.
Because
The
they're both
line is
shit.
even with the over-under at 43. I'm going to go Vikings.
That over/under is actually higher than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be in the 40s.
Me neither.
I'm going to go Vikings also. I mean, this is a flip of a coin. Who gives a shit?
Vikings.
I mean,
Vikings.
hopefully just JJ comes back.
Yeah, he's not this week. He's out for at least 4 weeks since he signed that, or since he went on IR. I mean, they looked good taking down the 49ers. They really did. They looked like they were a decent football team and knew what they were doing. Packers offense, I'll say it again, they really need to get that run game going to open up the field, play action, open up a whole nother playbook for Jordan Love if they can do that.
Which surprises me because they have two good running backs with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones.
A.J. Dillon's been a disappointment to me. I've been waiting on that dude to break out. And, Quadzilla, that dude is just a beefy fucking monster. And he's just not doing what I thought he was going to be able to do in this league. Another week removed. Another week removed from Aaron Jones being off the injury report. He's back in the lineup. He played all right this last week. It wasn't nothing special. I'm going to take the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers at home. I like the home team. I like taking the home team here.
All right. Braden's also going to go Vikings here. So next.
Hold on, Chad. Who'd you pick?
He picked his favorite.
I picked the Packers.
Team.
Okay.
Go ahead and say something snarky, motherfucker.
You know he's going to.
I mean, I forgot that was your favorite team, your actual favorite team. So
no.
All right. Next up, we got the Colts or Saints versus Colts. This is going to be played in Indianapolis. Indianapolis by 1 with the over under 43.5. Where are you guys going?
I am actually going to go with the Colts right now.
I'm going with the Colts too.
Chad?
I hit something on my computer again. Sorry.
The mute button.
No, I was trying to hit the mute button and something else happened.
You don't have to mute yourself.
I got a tickle in my throat tonight. I don't want to
pickle in your throat.
The whole podcast. Yeah, hold back the jokes. Chad having something in his throat.
It's not a joke when it's true.
That's why he's muting. So you hear no mouth noises.
Olave, man, what's going on with Chris Olave? Getting arrested. Y'all heard about that, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I have not.
Olave arrested for reckless operation of a vehicle. I believe they said he was
in
caught
a school
going
zone.
Yeah.
35 over. Yeah.
In a school zone.
In a school zone.
Was he intoxicated or just being a dumb?
No, he was just an idiot.
He's being stupid.
He's playing. He's driving as reckless as he was playing football this season.
He on that Need for Speed for real, huh?
Yeah, dude's not even over. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about Chris Olave. He's going to be a breakout superstar in this league, and he's got less than 500 yards this year.
He's trying to be Henry Ruggs the third to second.
Yeah, the third to second. He's only gotten the end zone once.
I know. I have him in fantasy, and he's fucking me over.
Yeah. I've got
That's your fault for picking him.
The only receiver they
I tell you
had.
what, man. Indy looked good against Cleveland. I don't know about him still. Gardner Minshew just throws me off. I'm taking the Saints.
Okay,
right. When are you going to stop hating on Gardner Minshew?
I got to see it firsthand when he came in for Jalen in Philly.
That's not his play style, you know it.
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing about Gardner Minshew. He did good in a system, and then they got rid of him.
Wait, stop. Isn't every quarterback technically a system quarterback because they run the plays the coach gives them?
No.
Okay, explain that to me then.
No. Because you have people like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers who can come in and you can call whatever the fuck you want to call as a coach. It doesn't matter. If those players don't like it, and Peyton talked about this last night on the Peyton and Eli show on their coverage of the game, you just call what you want at the line. You audible out of it. You go in and make sure that everything's where you want it and what it's looking like. Quarterbacks that come in and can see the field differently don't have to be a victim of a system. Some quarterbacks can only come in and do one type of play style. Others can go outside of that. Patrick Mahomes, not a system quarterback because he can make things happen. He does whatever the hell he wants. He can go out there and he can move around. He can backyard football. Josh Allen's in the same kind of category. Okay. We've seen it. Gardner Minshew worked where he was in Jacksonville, and then he got moved out of that because they seen something better, new and shiny that they liked more, which I agree with him. That was a great choice. And then he comes to Philly and he couldn't get the job done. Now he's over there in India, and he had a good game this last week, but just because he had 2 rushing touchdowns. I think he only completed like 15 passes. He's not that great of a quarterback.
So you think, is this what, when people, because I've heard many people talk the same thing about Brock Purdy, that he is only good because of the weapons that he has around him?
Brock Purdy 100% is only good because, and I'm not saying he's only good. Hey, Brock Purdy showed some things. Even in that loss last night, Brock Purdy showed he's got good fundamentals. He really does. He's got good footwork. He goes out there. He knows where to place the ball. He knows where they're supposed to be. He's got to have people that get there for him, though. He's gonna be a good quarterback, but he's good right now because of how good that team is.
Well, I mean, hell, if I was a quarterback and I got drafted to a great situation, I'm not going to apologize for it. Like,
no. I'm not saying it's anything that you need to apologize for. What I'm saying is, you go in and you put him in Arizona. Nobody's talking about Brock Purdy. Nobody.
It's because nobody in fucking Arizona is going to succeed right now at quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. Like it's not even that. You take him and put him somewhere else. You put him in Carolina. It doesn't matter. He's not going to succeed without a good team behind him right now. He's still growing. He's still learning, and he's got a damn good coach to grow and learn from. But yeah, Gardner's the same way. Gardner's going to be a perennial backup quarterback that can come in and just get the job done.
Okay. All right. So we got the Colts. Chip, who did you say you had?
It's Colts across the board except for Chad, who's going Saints. Next up, we got Patriots versus Dolphins. This is actually going to be in Miami Gardens. The line is Miami by 9.5, and the over/under is 47.
Damn, they're expecting a shutout from the Dolphins?
I don't know about a shutout, but
that's a fucking low score for you guys.
No. Look,
is Claypool playing?
I have no clue.
Who cares?
If he's playing, you guys lose.
Is that your asterisk?
No. I'm guessing you've seen that stat.
Yeah.
The teams, all teams with him that's played a game are like 2-15 or something like that. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Fuck a Madden curse. That's a Claypool
Chip's
curse.
what I said today.
I sent it in the group chat today.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy to me. But I still don't know why we got him. What's his purpose? I don't get it.
Salary capping.
I mean, unless you want to use it for trade bait later, but I mean,
nobody fucking wants him. That's the thing. So here's the stat that Chad was talking about.
Motherfucker.
Since trading Chase Claypool, the Bears are 2-1 when he was on the team.
Hold on.
I'm good.
Okay.
So, okay.
This webcam's a piece of shit, by the way. Holy shit, and it fixed it. Okay, cool. Motherfucker! Ah, damn it.
It's fine. You can just keep talking.
So since trading Chase Claypool, the Bears are 2-1. While he was on the team, they were 0-13. The Dolphins were 5-1 before activating him. They're now 0-1 since activating him. The Steelers were 2-6 with him on the team. Since they traded him, they are 11-4. That's a pretty wild stat. I'm not saying it's because of him, but I'm not going to say it's not because of him either. It's just a wild stat. With that being said, I'm actually going to go with the Dolphins to win this game. But it would be absolutely funny if the Patriots came in, won this game. It just adds to the negative legend of Claypool.
That would be funny. Mac Jones is awful, though. I don't care if they beat Buffalo or not. Mac Jones is fucking shits. That dude is terrible. He's got no wide receiver help to even try and bail him out. Patriots defense looked pretty solid against Buffalo, though. I think the Dolphins are going to come in and just take out all the frustration from that loss against Philly on this Patriots team, and they're going to fucking smash them.
All right.
We're going to assume that Talon's going to go with Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm putting him down for Dolphins. Where are you going, Raj?
I'm going to go with Dolphins as well.
Okay.
I expect them to be able to outscore pretty much every team. So a team that's not scoring points, I don't think is going to win. As the Patriots don't score points offensively, they score points defensively.
Exactly. Braden's also going Dolphins here. Next up, we got Jets versus Giants. If Talon doesn't jump back in, I'll get his picks later and input them. But
we know he's going Jets on this one.
Right. So this is going to be in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Jets by 3. The over-under is 36.5. I'm actually going with the Jets to win this game.
First of all, there's a lot of points between those two teams.
It is.
I'm going with the Jets on this one too. Even though Daniel Jones said that his goal is to return this week against the Jets, he's still working through that neck injury. Both teams are unhealthy. Looks like it's going to be the worst game of the week. Don't really want to talk about teams. They're both terrible.
Packers Vikings are playing still, so
at least we'll get some fireworks on offense, at least on one side of that. This will just be if Breece Hall does anything, because I don't even know if they're going to need Garrett Wilson if he's going to play. So
Saquon, bro. Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon had a great game this past week. He really did. He came out and he balled out. But this Jets defense is tough. It's real tough. So we'll see what Quinnen Williams and that defensive line does to Saquon. But
just message Talon, and he actually is going to go with the Jets.
Okay.
Legitimately.
Where are you going, Raj?
I was going to ask you where you're going.
Oh, I said Jets already.
Oh, yeah, I'm guessing Brady went Jets as well.
That is correct.
I'm going to be the odd one out.
You going to ride with the Giants?
Yep. Both these teams suck ass. And
they sure the hell do.
Have shitty quarterbacks right now. It's literally a running back game. I want to go with Saquon unless, well, I mean, it's going to be cold, so I don't know how good his joints are going to be. So,
I mean, he plays in New York, so what's that got to do with anything?
And how often is he injured?
Well, that's true. I'll give you that one. All right. Moving on to the next one, we got Jaguars versus the Steelers. This is going to be in Pittsburgh. Jaguars by 2.5 with the over-under at 42.
I think it might actually be over that. I'm going to start with the Jaguars still. I still think they have the momentum somewhat, and I just can't trust the Steelers. No matter how good they're doing, how they keep winning, I still have that full confidence in them just yet.
All right. Chad, where you going?
Despite the Steelers having like a well below average offense and defense, they're still 4-2. Like Mike Tomlin gets things done.
It's the Black Force energy.
Yeah, it's the probably the and that's the thing. Like you give this team to 85% of the other coaches in the league, and they don't do this well. This might be the best coach team in football just because of Mike Tomlin. He knows what to do. He knows that do game plans like nobody else's business. Deontay's coming back or came back. He's going to help that team in a big way. Deontay Johnson. Zay Jones is returning soon for Jaguars. I don't know. Is Calvin Ridley really paying off? What do y'all think about Calvin Ridley? Like he had a really good week 1, and then it was just kind of like
Hey, I think he blew his wad in week 1 and didn't save any for the rest of the season. But
it's this one's a tough one, man. I went back and forth on this one a lot. Trevor Lawrence not playing up to his potential. It's driving me crazy. What were you going to say?
I'm going to go Steelers on this one.
I'm going Steelers too, and I actually think this might be the game of the week. I think we might get the Colts Browns type of game out of this one.
I agree with that. I do feel like we're going to see. I still think it's going to be a higher scoring game than 42 combined points, though.
Put your money where your mouth is, son.
I mean, I might actually bet on this game. Well, that's not that bad. 2.5 point win in a 42 overall. I mean, I'm going to go with the over.
Yeah. Braden's going to go Jaguars. I'll get Talons later. We'll fill that in. He's having some internet issues, so he may not join us back this evening. But next game up on the list is Atlanta, the Falcons versus the Titans. And this is going to be in Nashville.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Talon, before we move on, Steelers or Jags?
Jags.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Jags.
Okay.
All right. So Falcons versus Titans, Atlanta by 2.5 with the over-under at 36.5 points.
I am going to go Falcons.
Titans been playing like shit lately. Falcons have been actually doing somewhat decent. I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Atlanta here too. Just a side note there, NFL is pissed at Arthur Smith for not putting Bijan on the injury report due to illness. That's why he didn't play, and they are fucking furious with Arthur Smith and the Falcons right now because of that. Also,
why did they not put him on the injury report?
Because Arthur Smith is a fucking maniac. That dude is batshit crazy, bro.
I mean, Bijan technically played, so
I don't know. He played. He came in for 1 snap.
He carried once and played 11 of the Falcons' 65 snaps.
Yeah, and he got 1 carry at the end of the game. Like it was nothing. Like,
but he still played.
he was supposed to be on the injury report. Tannehill opts out of surgery, by the way, on his ankle. Not likely to play this week. So we're probably going to get. I think we'll get a mix of Malik Willis and Will Levis in this game.
That's what they already reported. That's what
I'm taking. Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons.
I think Malik is going to start and Levis will come in maybe mid-game.
Well, it depended on the momentum, obviously, because if Willis is maintaining well, I guess, why would you take him out?
He's just not been good. Every time I see him play.
This team hasn't been good, though.
The team hasn't been good, but it's not like his presence there has made them any better.
It's not like it made him worse, though.
I can say it's made him look. Fuck it. At this point, give Will Levis a chance. At this point, why not? Throw the rookie out there, see what he can do.
Give him some unpeeled bananas and mayonnaise in his coffee and let him ride.
That is still fucking disgusting to me.
What?
Such a weird fucking dude.
Fucking,
Yes.
fucking white people, man.
I know, right?
God.
By the way, D Hop is
Yes.
He's
terrible.
what?
And
Terrible.
He's terrible in Tennessee. Yes.
DeAndre
But he's also-
Hopkins.
But he's
don't
also
do that to yourself.
he's also
Please
their
leave.
number one. He's their number one though.
Yeah, which
He's
says
leading-
nothing.
He's leading by like over 200 yards.
It
for the
says
next
nothing.
receiver. I mean, if he leaves, they literally don't have a team at this point.
I don't know if it makes him worse if he leaves. I really don't.
Oh, I think it
And
does.
he's literally
I
got.
don't, because then they don't have to worry about a diva bitching for targets. They've got
Hold on,
Traylon
time
Burks who
out.
can come in and help
Time
out. Chiga
Time out.
Conquo.
Wait, you're complaining about a diva bitching about targets?
And you
No,
have AJ
D-Hop
Brown.
And you have AJ Brown.
Yes,
AJ
we
Brown
do.
does that.
He does.
bitches for
And he
targets.
fucking gets 125 yards every damn game, too. So you
He
leave
gets
AJ Brown the
700
fuck out of this.
catches.
No. No.
You
gets
leave him the
40
fuck out of this. He
I
said,
will
give
not
me
leave
the
him.
ball and watch what I can do with it. And he
I'll-
showed it week in and week out what he
No.
can do with it.
No.
Give
You
me
leave
the
AJ
ball.
Brown
I
the
will
fuck
not.
alone.
Give me the ball and make Devontae Smith disappear.
No.
Pretty
I
much.
will not. I will not let you have that fucking double standard at all. You cannot call one receiver bitching for targets a diva and another receiver who also bitches for targets not a diva just because he's on your fucking team.
No,
No.
I'm not saying he's not a diva. I'm saying he's doing something with the targets.
Yeah, making Devontae Smith disappear.
That's the difference. One bitched about him, got him, has done great things. The other bitched about him, got him, fucking sucks. I also think that's because he's 31 years old.
Okay, well,
He's
He's also
okay,
he's
well,
also
hang on,
because he's also on the Titans though.
yeah. Okay, think about this. Who would you rather have throwing you the ball? Jalen Hurts or Malik Willis or Ryan?
No.
Tannehill
I'm not.
or Will Levis. You know,
Y'all are taking this the wrong way.
Listen to
both
that back
divas.
pedal. Listen
No,
to that back
they're
pedal.
both divas. I said leave AJ out of it because he's done something with it. Y'all leave my boy alone. Shut the fuck up.
Listen to
all right,
that back pedal.
all right.
And also, I don't want to hear anything from Talon because his boys doing the same thing.
Yes.
Which
Tyreek
one?
Hill's making Jalen Waddle disappear too.
I haven't said a damn thing. I haven't said nothing.
Because
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
but-
admit it. Cheetah's a diva. I'll admit it. Cheetah's a
Cause-
diva.
'cause,
Waddle's
okay,
getting there.
before Tyreek, we all were waddling.
Yep.
Now he's waddling his ass back to the tunnel.
As a
Yep.
waddled away to the slide and disappear.
Right.
So we will move on from the diva of DeAndre Hopkins to the diva of AJ Brown and talk about the Eagles versus Commanders.
Let's go,
This is
Sam
gonna be-
Howell.
This is actually going to be played in Landover, Maryland. Philly by 6.5 with the over under at 43.5. Chad, you can shut the hell up. We already know where you're going.
You know what? Just to piss him off, I'm gonna go fucking Commanders. Why not?
Are
Me
you
too.
really?
All right,
Yes.
go ahead. No,
Yes.
let him.
Yes.
Let him. It's fine. Let him.
Did you watch
After
them play
the-
the Giants?
Have you seen the crazy shit that happened the last 2 fucking weeks? You don't think that the Commanders?
Eagles
Hey,
won.
they
the
could.
game?
They beat us at the end of the season last year. They
I'm
could
just-
win this game.
But did you guys rest like every main starter?
No, not during that game. We really didn't. We rested some, but no. Eric
Hold on.
Bieniemy is his offense is not working in Washington right
It's
now.
that.
It's
It's
just
that
not.
team. It's that
It's-
team.
Well,
They got
and-
the pieces.
Sam
and
Howell.
didn't the Eagles just barely beat Washington in overtime this year?
This season, yeah.
Just barely. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm going with the Eagles to win,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
It's
it would not
possible.
surprise me if the Commanders pull this one off.
I'm
It
taking
wouldn't
the lead.
surprise me if the fucking Panthers came back and won their division. Nothing surprises me in NFL football.
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
This
Okay.
season-
Okay.
this season,
Now,
yeah.
now
Fucking
we're
happen.
going to the extreme. Now we're going a little
It
bit too
would
far out there.
surprise. I mean, he predicted the Packers winning their division. So
Doesn't, and it still could happen. That's the weird thing.
Chad, stop.
Oh my god!
I think I'm the one. I think I'm the one that
Stop.
predicted the Panthers to win their
You
division,
did.
and that shit ain't happening. Look, it's gonna take a whole lot of go-go juice for that shit to happen. Roger, where you going? Eagles or Commanders?
Did I say Bucks or Saints were winning the South on that one?
I
Did
think
I go
you
Bucks
said,
because of Baker?
I think you
I think
said
you did.
Bucks.
Yeah.
I do have to go back and listen on that one.
Yeah.
Don't think I went. I mean, I'm going with the Eagles. I don't think I went too crazy
Okay.
on divisional wins over there.
No, I think I was the only one that went with the Saints in that division.
Yeah,
No, I
think
went with the Saints.
No,
No, I went with the Saints.
yeah.
I went with the Panthers. I think Braden went with the Falcons.
Braden went Falcons. I went Saints.
Then I
you
went Bucks.
Saints.
I think maybe
Yeah.
Mhm.
that or the Saints because I know it definitely wasn't the fucking Panthers.
And here I thought this was going to be like one of two, like across the board Eagles picks. You know, like Eagles get picked for this one. I think we all took the Bills earlier. I thought this was going to be a no brainer, but Talon is butthurt from the Dolphins ass whooping, and he's just going to pick the Manders because that's the cool thing.
No,
It's the cool thing.
The cool thing? You think I wanted to pick discount Baker Mayfield? No.
Yeah. Yes, you picked them.
You
picked
did.
them.
I don't know. I know I did. Did I want to? No. But I think it's going to happen. I just got this weird feeling in my gut.
You did want to because that's the only reason anybody would pick the Manders over the fucking Eagles right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of us picked the fucking Vikings to beat the 49ers?
That's different.
None of us.
Exactly.
But the Vikings are actually a decent team.
Did they just beat
Are
the
they,
Dolphins the week before too?
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah. Go suck a dick in the back. All right, let's go with the next.
Moving on.
Next game.
We got the Browns versus the Seahawks. This is going to be in Seattle.
This might be game of the week.
Seattle is a 3-point favorite with the over-under at 39.5.
It's hard to say, especially the way that Myles Garrett is trying to win defensive MVP because we know offense always goes to a quarterback, so it won't matter there.
Right.
But no, it's hard to say, to be honest.
I'm going to go Browns on this one.
I'm going to go Browns too. Why not?
I don't know. Let me check the injury report real quick.
Both teams have got injuries. Jerome Ford's out.
Cleveland.
DK, don't know if DK is going to be back.
Yeah. Let's see. Deshaun
He's still
Watson
questionable.
and Stone. There is no way that's a fucking real name.
Say it. What is it?
Stone Taki.
Taki.
Yeah.
They're both questionable. Jerome
Sion.
Ford
See on us, Stone.
is doubtful. And for the Seahawks, DK, Phil Haynes, Evan Brown, Zach Cabernet are all questionable.
Charbonnet.
Yeah,
Charbonnet.
Charbonnet.
Okay. I was thinking of wine, Cabernet.
Cabernet. Yeah.
Yeah. And Uchenna Nwusa,
Yeah. That
probably
guy.
saying that wrong.
Bless you.
He's out. So there's your injury report.
Who's
That's-
the Browns starting quarterback then?
PJ Walker. PJ Walker
Third.
came in.
No, third. PJ's the backup.
Oh, I
Who's
thought he
third
said
string?
who's
Donovan something, isn't it?
No, not Donovan People Jones.
No.
Not
No,
Donovan People Jones.
No. I thought his
It
name was
is
something Johnson something. What? Donovan Johnson? Something
Dorian
Johnson.
Thompson Robinson.
Dorian Thompson
Dorian
Robinson.
Thompson
There you
Robinson.
go.
Okay.
Dorian. I don't know why I was thinking Donovan.
Donovan People Jones.
Probably the reason why I was
I think he's on the
thinking
team.
that. Yeah.
God,
I don't know about y'all, man, but Deshaun Watson, even before he went out for that concussion protocol or whatever, he was underthrowing the ball like crazy. That dude's arm is not ready to go. He looked like complete.
It's too loose
ass
from all the
out there.
massages.
Yeah, I mean, Kareem Hunt's going to take over. Pierre Strong will come in and help take over as well in the running back with Jerome Ford being out. DK, is he going to play? Ken Walker's a fucking beast, by the way. That dude
Yes.
is so good for the Seattle Seahawks. That dude is just real good. This one was a close one. This is one of those good games that's going to happen this week. It'd be Browns 2 weeks in a row, but I'm going to take Browns. I'm going to take the Browns.
All right.
I'm still going to take a chance on the Seahawks.
All right. Braden is also going to go Seahawks here. Next up on the list, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be played in Arizona. Baltimore is an 8.5-point favorite with the over-under at 44. I am going Ravens.
That means they're expecting the Ravens to score a minimum of 26.5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's surprising is they have the Cardinals in double digits.
I mean, you got to start. I mean, when the second string comes in, I guess.
Dude, let me tell you right now, man. That game that the Ravens put together, that gameplay, that was the best. That was the best any team will look all season.
Yeah.
Period. They did whatever the hell they wanted.
I don't know whenever the Broncos played the Dolphins.
Talent catching strays again.
His team won by 50.
How is that? Wait, how is that a stray at me?
Yeah, his team won by 50.
If anything, that was suicide. I mean,
suicide. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is true, but that was. I mean, what the Ravens done was against a team that was considered to be the top team or a top team.
We know their defense was trash.
Broncos. No, I'm taking
I think
Ravens.
we're all going to go Ravens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ravens.
My main concern with the Cardinals right now is what are they going to do with Kyler and when is he coming back? I think they're going to keep him. I don't think they're going to get rid of him. I see them re-signing Hollywood Brown at the end of the season or sometime before then.
Well, MW3's coming out, man.
I was say I don't. It's hard right now for Kyler because he's getting ready for Modern Warfare coming out.
Yeah,
Spider-Man is going on right now. UFC 5's coming out. It's a hard season for him right now.
Yep.
All right. Moving on, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. This is
who cares?
This is going to be in Denver. Kansas City by 8 with the over-under of 46.
The fact that it's only 8 points is so fucking disrespectful.
The fact that Travis Kelce's numbers are better when Taylor Swift is in attendance is fucking hilarious. By the way,
I'm so fucking sick
I don't know if
and
that's
tired of
true
that
because
bullshit.
No, it's 100% true.
He
played one game with her not there because he didn't play the first game. Yes, he didn't play the first game. It's literally one game he played. She wasn't there.
No, I think it's been more than that because she's not been to all the road games. But I don't see the Broncos
all going Chiefs here.
Yeah,
the Broncos haven't beat the Chiefs since Peyton Manning was quarterback in 2015. They're 16. The Chiefs are 16-0 against the Broncos since then.
Roger, did you literally just say you're going Broncos?
You heard me. I'm tired because if Taylor Swift's going to be there, I'm not going to cheer for the Chiefs.
I'm going for the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm just picking. Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's made a bad pick so far. That's my bad pick.
No, I get it. I get it. Next up, we have the Bengals versus the 49ers. This is going to be in Santa Clara. San Francisco by 5.5 with the over-under at 45. I don't trust the Bengals right now. I'm sorry. So even though the Niners just lost, I'm going with the Niners on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Niners still. They still have Christian McCaffrey. That's all you need.
Cincinnati's coming off the bye week, right?
Yes.
Okay, which means Joe Burrow's a week healthier. Has more.
We don't know. He could be throwing back beers the whole time.
Bro, I'm not worried about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow looked good in that last game in week 6. He was moving around, getting out of the pocket. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about T. Higgins and Joe Mixon. That's the two people I'm worried about on that team. Cincinnati's got to get on a win streak here, or they're not going to. They've gotten off to a slow start the past 2 or 3 years and then turned it up. Now's the time to turn it up, but they're running into teams like the 49ers. 49ers are not going to drop 3 straight. They're not going to drop one at home. 49ers are going to win this game.
Yeah, I can't see the 49ers losing 3 straight. I'm going 49ers.
That is 49ers across the board. Next up, we have our Sunday night football game where it is the Chicago Bears versus the LA Chargers. I keep wanting to say San Diego, but it's the LA Chargers.
We all do. We all want to say San Diego.
When the NFL was making the fucking schedule for the year, they're like, you know what's a great primetime game? The Bears versus anybody.
Hold on, and you know who got? You know which team got absolutely 0 fucking primetime games? The Houston Texans.
To be honest, I would rather watch the Texans versus Panthers primetime than Bears versus anybody.
The Texans got absolutely 0 primetime games.
You'll have 4 next year.
And it does piss me off. I don't want 4, but I would like it to be an even split between Sunday, Thursday, and Monday night games. I think every team should have at least 1 primetime game. We got fucking none. So
they can't do that because of low market teams. I mean, nobody's going to watch a whole lot of Jacksonville or Houston or Carolina in these small markets.
Houston is not a small market, sir.
Yeah, but
with the Cowboys in the state, they're most certainly a small market when it comes to comparison in the state of Texas. But I'm just saying the fan base is not as big. They're not going to draw as many numbers. That's a numbers game. Even though Tyson Bagent looked good, he looked like a real boy out there. He looked like a real NFL quarterback. I think the Chargers finally get that offense going and they can outscore this team. I'm taking the Chargers.
I'm also going to take the Chargers, but to just touch on what you just said about small market teams, the smallest market in the NFL is the Green Bay Packers. They have the smallest market in the NFL.
Yeah, but they also have their team bought by the fans.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Green Bay. It's Green Bay followed by Buffalo, New Orleans, Jacksonville, and Vegas.
Yeah. So it makes sense. That's what I'm saying. The city doesn't mean that it's a small market. It's
here's the thing. The AFC in total is a small market conference, but the Texans are actually a top 10 market.
Oh, cool. I was wrong on that then. That doesn't make any sense. But
the Jets, here's the thing. The Jets are tied for first.
Yeah, because New York or Jersey, technically.
New York.
Chargers are tied for third. The Texans are 10th. The Patriots are 12th.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm sure the Steelers are up pretty high too.
Miami would be within the top 5, probably, right?
Trying to see the full list.
Full listing.
Yeah.
Random thought here. You know what confuses me? Roger, you spoke about the what was the NFL thinking when they made the schedule and putting the Bears on prime time. I'm not as concerned with that as I am. Why the fuck did you have what? Let's see here.
So real quick,
6 teams on bye last week and 0 this week.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
Sense. We talked it a couple of weeks ago. So technically, according to the media markets TV household per viewership, technically the highest markets are New York, followed by LA. Number 3 is Chicago.
Yep. The Eagles
are 4th.
So it goes, if you're doing just without the tie, it goes Giants, Jets, Rams, Chargers, Bears, Eagles, Cowboys, 49ers, Falcons, Texans. That's your top 10.
So Miami isn't even in the top 10. Well, that's crazy.
Miami's 19th.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy because Miami's a big city. Like Miami's,
They're a big city. Well, here you go. Here's one for you. The Chiefs are 26th.
Yeah, but that's Kansas City, Missouri. I mean, that's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah, well, Super Bowl champions. Yeah, but I thought we were just talking about the market size. That's all I thought we were talking about.
The Bills are 32nd.
Oh, so they're smaller than the Packers.
No, the Packers are still smaller technically.
No, there's only 32 teams.
Yeah.
The Packers are 28th.
You're not. Oh, yeah, I forget. You're split on the tie teams. So I'm like looking at this. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Because if you just do ties, Giants, Jets are tied for first. Rams, Chargers are tied for second.
Yeah.
The Bears would be third. The Eagles would be tied for fourth with the Cowboys. 49ers and Falcons would be tied for fifth. Then the Texans and Washington are tied for sixth. The Patriots at 12th. Cardinals at 13th. Seahawks at 14th. Bucks at 15th. Vikings and Lions tied for 15th. Broncos at 16th. Dolphins at 17th. Browns at 18th. Panthers at 19th. Colts and Steelers tied for 20th. Ravens, Titans tied for 21st. Chiefs, Bengals, or Chiefs, then the Bengals, then the Packers, then Raiders, then Jaguars, then Saints, then Bills.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So.
Interesting.
I'm taking the Chargers.
I think we're all taking the Chargers.
False. One Bears.
Okay.
Just because.
I mean, they look good this past week. Deontay Foreman came out there and showed out. He did a really good job stepping in for Will Herbert. So
they moved him back to practice squad already.
Deontay?
Khalil
no,
Herbert?
Foreman?
Yeah.
No, he's starting. He's the starter. Roshan Johnson might be back, but he's still the starter.
All right. So Chad, you went Chargers. Talon, you went Chargers. Braden went Chargers. Roger, we're not technically lone wolfing it, but I'm going with the Bears, and so are you. So, all right. Next up is our Monday nighter. I mean, I think it's going to be a terrible game, especially if the Lions play like they played this week. But we got the Raiders versus the Lions. This is going to be in Detroit. Detroit is an 8-point favorite with the over-under at 45.5.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go Lions here, but I'm not confident in that pick.
Me neither. I'm going Lions as well, but it's still, I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions as well. The Raiders looked like they were the worst team in the NFL Sunday. It was so bad watching them play. We did get our first look at Aiden O'Connell, their rookie quarterback, coming in there towards the end of the game.
He played earlier.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, yeah, but I'm saying we got our first, like, he got some good work in. Lions got embarrassed by the Ravens, so they're looking to bounce back from that. Did y'all hear about Marvin Jones Jr. though for the Lions, the wide receiver? The team
retired finally.
No, he didn't retire. The team released him today because he's got some family matters going on. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, thoughts and prayers for him. Are we all going Lions, or there's one of you?
The Lions.
Okay, or some soul gonna be brave enough to take the Raiders?
Roger, you going Raiders?
You already know the answer to that. Why are you trying to play?
I'm just asking.
When have I not picked? There's 1 week I have not picked them, and that was last week. Because I'm smart enough to know their defense cannot handle Ravens.
All right. So,
all right.
I keep forgetting they lost to the fucking Seahawks.
Yeah. So, what's game of the week? What do you guys think game of the week's going to be?
Oh, the Lions are about to be in an easy fucking stretch for the rest of the season.
Let's see. Game of the week.
Seahawks, Browns.
My game of the week's going to be Jags Steelers.
I would say Jags Steelers, Seahawks, Browns. That Bills Bucks game.
Thursday night. Yep.
Thursday
Very
night,
sneaky.
Bills Bucks. Yep.
Even though that spread is so large on that game, that Bucks team is scrappy.
That could be the best Thursday night game we've seen all season.
Could be the worst as well. If the Bucks play like they did against Atlanta, and the Bills start clicking, it could be the worst. But yeah,
Well, like I said, the Bills have super home field advantage with the weather.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville.
That Cowboys Rams game
could be really good.
That's where I was fixing to go. Yeah, Cowboys Rams could be a sneaky game of the week too.
The way it's been going, all of these games that we mentioned are going to be the absolute shits. And it's going to end up being like Texans Panthers that's the game of the week or something.
I said them earlier.
Yeah, that Jets Giants game's going to be a fucking banger.
Vikings Packers, something like that. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just hoping I'm not
Washington Philadelphia.
Hey, it was a good one the first time.
It was.
Run it back. Why not? All right. That being said, go ahead.
So what happens when the Patriots win?
I'm gonna cry like a bitch. I'll just be honest.
Mac Jones goes out there and scores 5 touchdowns and a winner.
Now, come on, that's stretching a little bit. Let's say Ramondre Stevenson scores 5 touchdowns. That would be
3 of them rushing. 3 of them rushing.
I'm more scared of Bailey Dude, I'm more scared of Bailey Zappi than I am Mac Jones at this point. Okay.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, you guys do have Chase Claypool, and we've already went down that rabbit hole of statistics.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he is.
I'm about to be upset if y'all let Juju just run all over y'all.
Yeah, well, hopefully that won't be the case.
Juju shoo shoo.
I like
all
that.
right. With that being said, please do not leave without leaving a like, comment, share, and subscribe on Spotify and right here on YouTube.
Anything you guys got to say?
Chip just said it.
Is there anything you want to say?
Just be on the lookout for all our videos upcoming. We do have stuff from Chattanooga Comic-Con coming up. We also have some wrestling videos coming out that we're doing. The first 2 episodes will be free for everybody, but we are going to put them behind a paywall for $1 a month.
Yes. Anything you want to say before we get out of here tonight, Chad?
Fly, eagles, fly.
Mute him. Mute him. Mute him.
I'll stop for you. That's fine.
I muted him.
Oh man. No, thanks for having me again, guys. Like always, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. I enjoy doing these. Hopefully somebody gets more than 6 correct this week.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
Yes.
I'm going for 9.
Yeah.
Aiming just for 9 minimum.
Break even at this point.
No.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight to Are You Ready for Some Football? Just like what Chip said, make sure you like here on Facebook, like on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you check us out on Spotify. Check out all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Check out streamlabs.com/Movement Radio /merch. Go copy some merch. And also check out movementradio.us, your one-stop shop for all things Movement Radio.
I am Chip Hazard.
I'm Talon Williams.
Roger Sierra.
Jag Queen.
And this is Movement Radio.
God's plan.